Welcome in everyone. So I'm starting a new series and I'm going to title these mini vlogs I Can Relate. As I was doing my workouts this morning, something came to my mind, and that was when I was at 330 pounds, how I felt, how I acted, my behaviors, my routines, the structure of my days, and how I can relate to all of you that are on this journey, and are some of the things that I would think, how I would act, and what I would do and what I wouldn't do. So for those of you who don't know and are just joining us, welcome. For those that have been following, thank you for coming back in and tapping in to the video. So at 330 pounds, how can I relate to someone who is going on this journey or embarking on a path of bettering your life? Well, I'll say this. The way that I can relate and understand and put into words how I was acting when I was 330 pounds as opposed to me here where I'm currently at after losing 104-ish pounds with a goal to get to my weight of 180. A lot has changed. I don't think the same way that I did back when I was 330 pounds as I do now. I don't behave the same way. I don't process things the same way. And I want to get into details of what has changed, but also how I can relate to you who's just embarking or has tried many of fad diets that are out there. I want to give you my experience so that it can benefit and help you in your own journey in losing weight and becoming the best version of yourself. So let's start at the beginning. At 330 pounds, I carried that weight around for over the better part of 15 years. And it all didn't just happen overnight. It obviously spiraled into habits that I wasn't aware of, that I was making, choices that I was making that would eventually compound over time and lead me to 330 pounds. But while I was stuck in this 330 pounds, there were things that I was doing on the regular that really just took a toll on my body, on my mental capacity, on my physical ability, on my way that I would handle situations, and a lot of things that impact your body negatively come because of the decisions that you make when you're that big. And so a lot of fast food, that was a daily, there was no cooking at home. That was non-existent. I was going to restaurants pretty much every day. And so I'm relating in that way and knowing that it does become a cycle of you're chasing the dopamine, you're chasing the addiction, you're chasing the taste and the feeling good of getting satisfaction from just instant gratification and eating the things that you like. My choice of food, I'm a big Chinese food lover. And so General Tao chicken, chow mein, beef and broccoli, there's a little vegetables there, but still, overeating in excess, foods with a ton of oil, just overdoing it. There was no such thing as small portions for me at that size. And so a lot of what I was eating, I felt like it was out of emotion, wanting that satisfaction in my mind, and that hit a dopamine to help alleviate that craving. And so in that mindset, you become numb over time because you're chasing that feeling over and over again, wanting the new item, whether it be from McDonald's or Arby's or wherever you like to go eat. I wasn't much of going to chase the new menu items. No, I had my specific items that I'd like to eat from specific places. I wasn't really big on McDonald's. Like I said, I love Chinese food. But I also would eat McDonald's regardless. Like, I would eat everything and anything. At 330 pounds, yes, you are picky in a sense, but at the same time, you will eat whatever. You will devour whatever is there. You have a preference, but food is food at that point, and you're just wanting to scarf everything down, or at least for me. Again, this is my experience. Now let's transition into how to make sure that you're changing your mind and your mental and your all around, right? Everything around you has to change, or at least at what point did I decide that I need to change? For those of you that you've been watching, I've been on many of diets, anything under the sun that you can think of. I never found anything that I could truly sustain. And so if there is a diet out there that you can sustain without giving up every single thing that you enjoy, like rice or like bread or whatever, right? Whatever it is, chocolate, make sure it's something that you can sustain. Obviously, you want to make the best choices. And in the beginning, when I lost this 100 pounds originally, I didn't cut everything out. I just made sure to do one thing. First, I started off with push-ups. I could barely do a push-up, so I started with at least 10, 5. And then I gradually worked up to 20 push-ups a day. That in itself helped change the way that I was doing things. Yes, I was still eating, but I also, number 2, was prioritizing my protein. So lessening the carbs, eating less of the rice and the noodles. I also love Italian. The heavy carbs and over excess, right? Exceeding everything that is normal in a sitting to eat. I just minimized little by little. So 2 points that I made in this journey, from going from 330 pounds to currently at 222, weighing in on Monday. Tap in, follow the journey until we get to 180. And just changing those 2 things. I got myself to 20 push-ups, and then I just started prioritizing protein. How did that look? I started cooking. I never cooked. I wasn't one to put cooking as something that I did because I was so used to going out and eating food because it was so convenient. It was easily accessible. Anything I wanted was there. I just needed to go and order it or DoorDash it, whatever, right? But those 2 things is where I started. And so how I can relate to you in this video is just know that I've been there before and I understand the emotional side of it, the mental side of it, of being big. It's tough. It's hard to beat these addictions because food addiction is in most times, my opinion, is probably harder than a drug addiction, right? Because it's something that's normalized and you just want to eat, right? And it's legal. So you're just getting this hit and rush every time you eat. But on the flip side of that, just the 2 things that I wanted to point out. If you're in this phase of just going through tons and tons and tons of food and content, right? Trying to find the next fix to help you. Let me tell you this, the simple things are what's going to help you, because the simple things that you thought were very little that got you to the overweight status that you're at now, the very same little things will get you out of that hole and up in an upward trajectory to help you to reach your weight loss goal. So the 2 things that I want you to take is, number 1, change even the smallest of things. If you can walk, go for a walk. If you can do a sit-up or a push-up, do that. If you can do a jumping jack, start there. And then prioritize your protein. We'll start there. Those small things and adjustments will help you tremendously. Obviously, drink a lot of water to flush your system out, to help you feel hydrated, satiated, but also prioritizing protein and doing as little as possible, the bare minimum of what you can do, and you'll be surprised at how much further you can go. Just know I'm with you guys. I can relate in so many ways, and I want to drop more videos like this so that I can go over my own experiences and what it helped me to excel and get past that 100-pound weight loss goal. In the meantime, we will catch you guys on the next video. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like this type of content, and I will continue to pump out these videos to help you push through and get through all of the plateaus, the barriers that you're facing, and assist you in getting to that goal that you are wanting to hit. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We'll see you guys on the next video. Welcome to I Can Relate, episode 1. Let's go.